Kia ora everyone, so we're here to talk about food vendors and events, and we're trying to make it easier for you really. If we jump straight into it, we've been thinking a lot about people like you and your food truck or the stall that you run, and we understand that what often happens, certainly with city council events at the moment, is you'll hear an announcement coming up, event A, and you can apply now. So you get hold of this paperwork and then jump on your laptop and type away and send in your application. Now other times you might get a text that comes through from just a private person saying, hey, do you do gluten-free options or whatever? And you say, oh, sometimes we do, but we can whatever, and then they say, oh, okay, that's fine. You may or may not hear back from them. Other times you say, all right, there's this other new event in town, you can apply now, and you're sort of thinking about getting that paperwork, and then you hear, oh, apply for event C, there's this other thing, and so you're working on one, then you get a text message saying, hey, are you available on this date? And you say, yeah, I think we are, would you like to lock it in? And you don't really hear back, and you're like, okay, well, I'll get on and apply for this event, and then you finish that one and you get the paperwork for this other event, and then they reply and say, oh, cool, can we lock you in? And you're like, oh, it's the same date, but whatever, that's fine. And then you do the paperwork for event C and get it all pushed through. So when we think about all these different text conversations and emails and all the different paperwork, you could add up all of the questions that you get asked, and it sounds like it's just a ridiculous amount. And the stupid thing is that through all this back and forth, pretty much 80% of the questions you get are asking the exact same thing. So this seems really, really dumb to us. We thought, wouldn't it be helpful if you could get all of these questions you're being asked, aggregate them together into one form, and when you filled out that one form, it gives you a bit of a profile essentially where all of these people can come along and look and find out the answers to their questions. Or if they approach you directly, you can direct them to there so that they can find the answers that they want. Instead of looking like this, where you get the paperwork and fill it out on your laptop, when it comes to an event application like this, they can just ask you one or two short questions specific to that event. You can fill it out on your phone, all done. The hope is that this form is going to make it so much easier for event organizers that they start to put their dates up well in advance, and you can apply at any time and they'll have a selection cutoff period. That way, when it comes to planning your life, you might be able to see the calendar of all the different events and then schedule in private bookings around them. And all of that will make it easier for you to make heaps of money. Wouldn't that be great? So you can expect to hear from us again soon, and we will be sending you one magical form. Now that form is going to be asking you a lot of things that you'll be used to answering. Things like, what are your contact details? Who's in charge? What's your menu look like? How do you describe it best? Give us some links. We're going to ask for copies of documents like your insurance and your food safety and when these things expire. We'll be asking dimensions of your stall or your truck. So if you haven't got those, you might want to get a tape measure out. Thinking about what waste do you collect? How do you separate it? We'll be asking for a bunch of different photos of things. If you've got some great photos, that's awesome. If you don't have some, then you might want to look at getting some, or it's not the end of the world if you don't have them. We'll be asking for all of these things through that one form. So this is your heads up about the sort of stuff we're going to be asking. So if you've got all these documents and photos ready already, it shouldn't take you more than about 15 or 20 minutes to fill out the form. We don't really know, but that's what we think. Thank you again for being keen. Expect to hear from us soon, and feel free to reply if you've got any questions or comments so far. Ka pai.